I would like everyone to know that Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls got their first hit on Feet Finder.
Welcome to Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls. I'm Annalise.
And I'm Courtney. Grab a drink. We're here to help.
Oh, Courtney, goddamn.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. You know what? I don't know why. I've had plenty of coffee this morning, but I still feel like the words aren't coming to me. So we'll see how this goes. But one thing's for sure, you and I have got things to say.
Yeah, we got to talk about some things.
Today, we want to talk about how we wish everybody knew a farmer, because if I am being honest, it's honestly exhausting constantly having to defend yourself as a farmer to people that don't even farm. And I don't want anyone to think like I'm being mean. Like, I truly do want everyone to care and question about where their food comes from. Like, I want them to have a general interest. But the problem is, like, there's just so much misinformation out there, and people think everything is true, or they think only one thing to be true. And when it comes to farming, so many things can be true. There are so many ways to farm and to feed this world.
So many variables, like where you're located, what kind of soil do you have, what kind of operation are you?
Let me just get into how I got on this topic. So a Facebook friend of mine had posted on Facebook as her status saying, if you have to run multiple loads of liquid manure to one field in a day, maybe you have too many cows. And then she had kind of like the yucky face emoji. And I was like, all right, like, here's my opportunity to share something. And I just kind of was like, hey, just so you know, it has nothing to do with how many cows. Most farmers store manure and then we spread it like when the time is right. I know it can be smelly, but just remember it's really great fertilizer. And the conversation continued, which was good, but it was just frustrating because I feel like, for one, it's so hard to have such a good, authentic conversation on Facebook. Like, if I could have just sat down with her and had a cup of coffee and shot the breeze like we do here, like, I feel like we could have just taken over the world. You know, we could have fixed all the problems, but it's Facebook. And so anyways, then she kind of got into like, well, they're injecting the manure. Doesn't that mean they have too much manure? And I was like, actually, no, this is a practice we do because it just helps get the nutrients into the soil. It prevents, runoff issues. It helps with odor. Like, it's just a very common practice these days. And she's like, well, I watch this guy on YouTube and I think the way he farms is just so great. He's so sustainable. I wish all farmers could be this way. You should really go watch it. Call me old school, but farming isn't what it used to be anymore. And that's where I got frustrated because, like, yes, you are right. Farming is not what it used to be anymore. Okay. But neither are our phones, and neither are our kitchen appliances, neither are advancements in the medical world. Like, everything is different. Everything is evolving. We're trying to be better. We're trying to continue to be sustainable, no matter what farm it is. And so I guess that's where I was just like frustrated, because I'm sure whatever this guy is doing, it must be more old school methods, which is great if that works for you, if you can make a living, if you enjoy it. But not everybody can farm the same way, right? Like you brought up in the beginning.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people look at like homesteaders, very small scale, like a home garden where they're just feeding their family, and that their practices don't necessarily translate to large scale feeding the world.
Exactly.
So I wish they would keep that in mind.
I think that was like one of the things I wish I could have chatted with her more about, because this guy, lunatic farmer, I don't even know who he is. She's just really infatuated with this fella. Whatever he's doing, like, might work for him and be fun, but at the end of the day, that's not going to feed the world. And do I wish there were more family farms in this world? Absolutely. Like, they are diminishing for multiple reasons. But like, yeah, I don't know. Unless like everybody wants to start milking cows and raising goats and just feeding themselves, we need big farms. We need all kinds of farms. Like sometimes I think it's hard for even rural people to grasp that because it's so easy to forget how concentrated this world is and how concentrated cities are. Like people in New York, they need farms. They need grocery stores. They can't put a cow in their apartment. They're lucky if they can get a plant in there,
Right? Yeah, it's just not realistic for everyone to grow and raise their own food.
Yeah, we really do. I say it all the time, all kinds of farms. And like, there's so many ways to raise a child, right? And I would never judge or like tell someone how to raise their children unless like I saw them slapping their kid around and like really being abusive. As long as they're not breaking any laws, I'm going to let them do them because it is their choice, their child. And I just wish the same was true of farming. I wish people would just like trust us, let us know that we're doing what's best for us, our situation, our facilities, our land, and that's going to like vary from where you are and who you are.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this idea started that farmers have bad intentions. Like,
Yes.
I don't know where it came from, if it's like just in the media. I don't know how it started, but you hear
Mm-hmm.
all the time like farmers they don't care about their animals, they don't care about the environment, they're just after that payout, the dollar, which cracks me up.
There's no payout.
Guys,
We're
we are
poor.
not yeah, we're not in it for the money.
Uh-huh. I know. I wonder the same. Like why do people still think we're the enemy or that big farms are the enemy?
Yeah. It's very frustrating. And then when you come across these comments out minding your own business out in the real world, it's like, do I take this opportunity to educate or do I protect my peace? That's constantly going through my head. Like,
Yeah.
I want people to hear it from me and I want to educate, but also, do they have their mind already made up? Is
Mm-hmm.
this going to turn into a debate?
Yeah.
Is this the correct time and place?
I hear ya. Yeah, protecting that peace because like even though this gal and I on Facebook had like a good cordial conversation, in the back of my head I'm still spiraling about it because it is Facebook. So like I can't hear the tone in her voice. I'm assuming she's being kind and coming from a good place and I'm assuming my tone and the way she's reading what I write is coming off that way too, but in the back of my head I'm like what if it's not? What if she's mad? What if this is a fight? What if I'm saying the wrong thing? And then it just like becomes my whole day and I don't want that for
I
me.
know, I know. Ugh, you just have to, I guess, choose your battles.
Mm-hmm. It was a really good reminder to me as a farmer that not everybody knows what I know and that it is so important to at least occasionally speak up and share your story. Because even though, like, she's a rural gal, she has horses, but she still didn't understand how and why dairy farmers spread manure. So it's a good reminder that just the most basic stuff needs to be told.
Right. And please, as a consumer, just know that farming is so overregulated.
Mm.
There are
Oh my God.
requirements and policies and guidelines for every single thing we do.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not out here willy-nilly.
Especially as a farm gets bigger, because once you get into the CAFO, like concentrated animal facility, I can't remember what it all stands for. But once you get to a certain size, like, holy shit balls, do you have rules and regulations? Like, I would argue bigger farms, I don't want to say better, but they're under more scrutiny. They are being looked at with a magnifying glass. Like, there is no room for error. They ain't going to get away with shit. Literally. So, and sustainability is such a buzzword, and it bothers me that people think sustainability means farming like we did in 1908.
Right.
Even though we are using technology and farming looks different and it's larger scale, sustainability still comes first for farmers. And I wish more people understood that. Goddamn, if I could scream it on top of the rooftops. Like, we have always been sustainable. If we aren't sustainable, then we're not going to make the tiny little pennies we're making. Like, if the land goes to shit, we don't have a job.
Right. If we take too much from the soil and we don't give back, we're not going to be able to grow anything.
Mm-hmm.
So we care. We do care about our soils and the environment.
Yes.
Or else we have no future.
Exactly. And when you think about the future, too, like, most farmers are building a legacy for their children. They want it to be around for generations. So not only do we focus on sustainability to be profitable, but also because we want to keep things going. We want it to be here forever and ever. Amen. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
I don't know what the answer is. How do we
continue sharing your story? I think that's what it comes down to every time. That's why podcasts are important.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we don't tell people, if we don't share, then the loud voices take over.
Yes. Well, let's move on to a lighter topic.
Okay.
Speaking of being farmers, there are certain things you can say on the farm that are pretty inappropriate anywhere else. Like, for example, Tom was making our list for our animal pharmaceutical supply order because we have a route truck that comes and delivers it. And I was like, hey, you better put another gallon of lube on the list for us. And I was like, well, if you weren't a farmer, that could be weird.
You can't say that anywhere else, any other profession.
I know. So anyway, it just got us thinking, what are other things you can say on the farm that are pretty inappropriate anywhere else? We asked all of you OK farm girls, and I've got some good ones. Did you get some good ones, Courtney?
I've got some good personal ones and also feedback from our...
Ooh, well, let me hear your personal ones first.
Oh, I just remember someone called me one time and asked me what I was doing. And I was like, I'm just sitting on my doorstep waiting for my semen to get here.
She's like, I thought Aaron worked from home.
Right?
Isn't it there?
I didn't want my semen to sit out in the sun for too long. I was really worried about it. So I was just waiting.
Yeah, you don't want it in the sun, that's for sure. All right, somebody wrote in and told me, just suck on that tit as you're trying to get a newborn calf to nurse or drink from a bottle. Suck on that tit. Can't say that anywhere else.
Nope.
Don't forget to order semen this week. She needs it in the butt in reference to vaccinating versus, you already vaccinated in the neck. Well, now she needs it in the butt. Did you breed her today? Look at those teats. She's going to calve soon. Can you imagine if we talk this way to women? That's a nice ass, referring to a donkey. Classic. Do you want a breeder or should I? She has really nice teat placement. Her teats are huge. No way a baby will get those milked down. You're so fat. Are we being too mean to our animals? Should we be more?
You don't realize, but we're complimenting them most of the time.
I know.
Aaron and I spend a lot of our time talking about ball sacks and sheaths when it comes to our bulls. We're just always talking about ball sacks.
Yep.
Are they symmetrical? Are they big enough?
It's important that they have big balls. That's good for the sale.
Yeah, it's good fertility-wise.
Okay.
You don't want small ball sacks.
No. I've got big balls. He's got big balls.
Big balls.
I've got the biggest.
I just said she's got big balls.
I think, doesn't it say that in the song? I don't know. I don't know, though. It's just funny being a farmer sometimes. I am glad that we get to just have foul mouths and drop ass as we do chores and be feral.
I love that I get to just harass my coworker all the time, aka my
Mhm.
husband. You can't like slap the ass of other coworkers when you're
Oh, you sure
at
can.
a real job. Well, I don't mean this isn't a real job. I can't talk today.
You mean like a corporate job. If you
A
were a
corporate
business
job.
girly, you
You
can't be
can't be slapping
slapping
asses.
asses or flopping tits. Yeah, it's frowned upon.
Farting anytime you want. You can't do that.
Oh, you know what I really enjoy? Cutting open abscesses.
I love watching them on YouTube. I love watching hoof trimmers
Oh, yeah.
and watching them break open a big old abscess.
Yeah. I had a calf. I don't know. She must have injured her knee or did something. And so it was pretty swollen. And I went and touched it. I was like, oh, it's ready. It's ready. And I got that scalpel and oh my God, it just waterfalled out of there. It was so good. I was like, Sage, get over here. You got to see this. She's like, that is so gross. I was like, you mean satisfying?
Oh, the smell.
I know. Anyways. Oh, somebody else said that's a lot of drainage. I think she's got a rotten crotch. Which
That's
that
a
one
good
I've
one.
never said. Like, I'm like, I don't know, when they have metritis. I don't know if you guys have ever had one with metritis where their uterus gets infected after calving. Oh my God, that is the
Oh.
worst smell. Like, it will
Mm-hmm.
burn the nostril hairs. But I don't ever think I call it rotten crotch. Maybe I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
Dip them and strip them. Make sure you lube it up good. Don't hump your sister's head. Just stick your hand in there. Have you seen that TikTok trend where you like turn your husband's or your sister's text messages into like a 90s emo song or a country song? We
Oh
should
my
take
God, we
all
should
of
do
these
that.
and turn it into a song.
That's genius.
Do you think you can figure it out if I send them all to you?
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
I'll send you all of mine. Stay tuned, guys. Hopefully, when this episode comes out, we will have a little ditty to play for you on the socials.
Yes.
It'll be so good. Okay, I can't wait. Should we move on to a farm girl confession?
Okay, so we're kicking it off with another Jomo special.
Oh, giddy up. What does Jomo have for us today?
I love this because I listened to these so long ago, and so I really don't remember what it is. But so it's like I'm listening to it for the first time.
Woo!
Let's go.
I have a comment for your farm gender neutral confessions. I think that's what you call it. So, last episode, you're talking about being in the elevator and needing a key to get to the seventh floor. That I thought that was hilarious. So I was at Commodity Classic in San Antonio, and same kind of deal with the elevator. But I'm in this crowded elevator, and this poor old man gets on, and he hits like floor whatever number 3, and he realizes as we're going up that, oh, that's the wrong floor. And I said to him, well, you press number 3. So you're going to have to get out at number 3. And I'm just joking. Everybody in that elevator, a little laugh. So then we get to floor number 3, doors open. The poor old man walks out. I said, dude, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, come back. Well, you said and I'm having this conversation. No, and the doors close. And this poor old guy got out because I told him you press number 3, so you have to get out at number 3. And I was just joking, and everybody in the elevator thought, wow, what an ass. I'm like, I'm just kidding. What's wrong with people? So this poor old guy got out on the wrong floor because I told him he had to. So that's my gender neutral confessions.
It's not Farm Girl Confessions anymore. It's gender neutral. Just for you, Jomo.
Eventually, it's just going to be confessions from Jomo. Like, it won't even be farm girl confessions. Just Jomo's little segment.
That's totally something, though, that would happen to me. Like, just trying
Oh
to
my
make a
God.
joke, and then you feel like a total asshole. You're like,
Yes.
wait, come back.
I
No.
agree. Like, why is not everybody a silly goose like me? Y'all are too serious of gooses. Joke around. what's wrong with you? Have a laugh, you know?
Right.
God.
Poor old man.
We were watching America's Funniest Home Videos because, I don't know, Lane just loves to see a man get hit in the crotch, you know? Typical 8-year-old boy thinks it's hilarious. So we watch a lot of AFV. And it was a Halloween special. And it was this guy dressed up as a scarecrow, you know, holding the bowl of candy. So when the kids come up, they think it's a decoration. And then he scares them when they go to reach into the bowl. He did this to like this giant high school kid. The kid's reaction was to punch him in the face and like ended up knocking him over. And then the kid like ran away and then realized what happened and like ran back and was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, but just having that reaction to nail someone in the face when they scare you.
Oh no.
But I feel like that, like my gut reaction to just life in general is to always make a weird joke. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like someone does something weird in the elevator, I'm going to make a joke. Right. Like Jomo.
Punching the scarecrow thing reminds me of the time I scared Aaron real bad and he was in the shower and his first reaction was to turn around and punch the shower door glass. He screamed. He screamed. Punched the
oh
door.
My God.
And I looked at him. I'm like, oh my God.
Could have been your face. Dude.
His fight or flight kicked in. He's like, oh my God. Getting
fight or flight? Or are they also aggressive? Because we were playing kickball last night and me and Lane were on a team and Sage and Tom were on a team. And I kicked the ball, started running the bases. Tom got it. He freaking chucked that ball like I was his enemy in World War II. I was like, what? Are you trying to knock me out? You only have to tag me. Like, thank God I ducked or I wouldn't have a head right now. Like, what's
wrong with him?
We're playing with a couple of 8-year-olds and you're a grown man. Settle down.
Relax. Jesus.
God. I digress. Okay, let's move on to what the hell. Courtney, what made you go, what the hell?
Ugh. Insurance. Health insurance. It's killing me.
You still haven't finished.
I'm still at this.
It's the worst.
I almost had a heart attack last night. Like, I'm trying to go through Open Marketplace. I am like 5 phone calls deep, 4 different applications in. There's always an issue. Here's the problem. And obviously the government is listening to this podcast, so I'm going to give you my honest feedback.
Yeah, fucking listen up, government.
Right. So you have to upload proof to everything. And instead of like just calling you and saying that there's something wrong with this, I need this, they'll just hit you with like this document is not accepted. And you're left to wonder why and try again. And I feel like I'm just at the whims of them, just like waiting. I'm like, is it being processed? Is it pending? Did I upload the wrong thing?
Mm-hmm. Just one more way to control us and make us frazzled and feel like we need to be medicated.
Right? Like, obviously it's still worth it. Okay, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't go back to my corporate job just for the insurance.
Right.
It's worth it, but it should not be this hard.
It is. Tom took care of ours, I don't know, a couple months ago, and it was an all-day thing, and then he drank quite heavily by the time he got home that night. It is super frustrating. I know at our event, somebody was talking about there's some sort of like Christian health insurance. I can't remember what it's called. Tom and I looked into it. Unfortunately, it was not for us because there was like stipulations like you need to like have your pastor sign this and prove that you're going to church every Sunday and all these kind of shenanigans and like, you know, limit your drinking and drug use. And you're like, yeah, this isn't going to work. We're more spiritual. We like to take a gummy and look at the stars and think about how lucky we are. We don't go to church.
Exactly. That is a great option for some people. It
Yeah.
doesn't quite fit you and I, but
Right. I wish it would have worked because the way it's kind of set up is really neat. But yeah, we didn't fit the criteria. Maybe we should start our own.
I shouldn't speak for them because I don't know exactly, but I've heard that that's kind of how the Amish do it. They all just pull their money together and help each other out.
Yes. Look, the more we talk and the older I get, the more I'm like, I need to start my own little community or cult. I know we're anti-cults, but it could be a good one. It could be a fun one, Courtney. We could all just...
A fun cult.
Yes. You can leave whenever you want. You can bring new ideas to
That's
the
what they
table.
all
There's no
say.
one leader, but we all help each other out. Nothing weird. Maybe we get a little weird.
Join our commune.
Yes. What would be your first rule, Courtney, if you started a...
No bras. Everyone just take your bras off.
Yeah.
We don't got time for that over here.
Get rid of them.
What would your first rule be as a cult leader?
God, wouldn't it be nice if we could get rid of like calendars and clocks and just live off vibes?
Living off vibes. I never know what day or time it is anyways.
No. I just want to get rid, like, I just feel pressure all the time to like get things done and do this and have this done by this time. I would get rid of that. We'd also, emails, forget about it. Or maybe, I mean, I guess we have to like, I'm just talking about being Amish now. I feel like
Yeah, I think they have this already. It's
it
called
already exists. But what if we got rid of all technology up until, like, if it was invented after 1997, we're not using it. Like, let's dial up internet so that we're only checking our emails weekly, every other week, because it takes so long to dial up that internet, you know?
Yeah. Basically, we just want to go back to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
You know what's so funny? Like, now that we're this age, like, I remember my mom being like, oh, you know, the 60s and 70s were so great. Life sucks now. And like, now here we are, like, wishing it was the 90s.
Yes.
Speaking of the 90s, have you heard of, remember last year we decided it was going to be a feral farm girl summer? Well, have you heard of the 90s butter mom?
No.
Okay. I am here for it. It is kind of a new aesthetic. So like fashion-wise, it's like effortless style, organized cardigans, vintage denim overalls, white button-downs, relaxed fit jeans, like Princess Di in the 90s. Or what's her face from, Parent Trap? Jess? You know, the nanny on the Parent Trap?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought her style was the best. Just like, yeah, easy, breezy, comfortable. And then the lifestyle is like, we are returning to simple. We're using the butter. We're using real fat. We're eating real food. I just feel like, I don't know.
I like
want
it.
to be a 90s butter mom.
I do too. Let's do it.
All right. We've declared it 90s butter mom summer. We're still looking into what that means, but we're having it. Okay. What are we talking about? What category are we on? Is it what the hell?
What the hell? What is your what the hell?
Oh, here's a good one. I went to the hardware store last week because I got hyper fixated on a particular project. All of a sudden I was like, of all the things that need to be done this spring, I need to stain the swing set, the playground. I gotta slap some color on that. Like, why? I don't know, but it had to be done. So I went to the hardware store to get some stain. I was checking out, and this old man behind me goes, I guess I'll let the lady go first. It's not every day you see a woman pay for something by herself. And I just started laughing. I was like, what century did you come from?
Sir, what? How old was this man?
I mean, he's very old, but people were buying things in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, we're in the 2020s. Surely you've seen some things, sir.
Was he shook that you were wearing pants too, and not a full length gown.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just laughed and walked away. And then the older lady who was like checking out my items, her reply was, "Yep, happens more and more every day." It's like, yep, sure does. I wonder if he knows that women can vote now. I should have told him.
Should have
Yeah,
been your
guess what? We
comeback.
can vote too.
Yeah.
So that made me go, what the hell?
Oh, that's great.
The other thing that is driving me nuts right now, why is my calendar so full, Courtney? I thought once I got done with my little speaking tour this spring, I would have an easy April and May, and freaking everything is booking up. But I might have done it to myself.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like there's so many field trips and like end of the school year stuff. And then my book is coming out, you guys. Mark your calendars. May 6th. It will be available on Amazon. I'm super pumped. I hope you'll go buy it. If as many of you as possible can buy it on May 6th so we can boost the Amazon algorithm so it thinks I am a #1 Amazon bestselling author. Like, that's the goal. So go buy 100 and then whatever, do what you want with those books. But go buy them.
I'm writing this down right now.
Oh God, don't worry, I'll fucking text you too. I'm going to have a
May
mass
6th.
text go out May 6th. Like, buy it!
I'm so excited for you. The book looks hella cute.
I'm so excited too. It'll just be like a different way to share my story. And then like that's why the calendar's booking up. I'm going to do Cows on the Concourse in Madison the first weekend in June. So I'll have a little booth with another dairy farmer who also wrote some dairy books. I'm going to have a book launch party. I'm doing some different events like at school. And it's just going to be crazy, but all like good crazy. I'm excited.
Can I come stalk you when you're in Madison?
I mean, yes, please. We'll be there. I haven't decided if I'm coming the night before or anything like that, but yeah, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., Cows on the Concourse in Madison. And I'll be there, and I think there's going to be like actual cows. It's Cows on the Concourse. Other like dairy-themed events. It's just a good way to kick off June Dairy Month. So,
heck yeah.
If you come, I'll sign your copy of the book.
Oh my God. Will you sign my tits too?
My pleasure. Love that.
I'm going to get it tattooed.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's move on to what you ought to know. Courtney, what do you want everyone to know?
I would like everyone to know that Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls got their first hit on Feet Finder.
Yeah!
But I'm going to break your spirit right now. I think it's a scam.
He's trying to scam us? Start from the beginning. So. Tell everybody exactly what his requests were, because they were...
He reached out and he's just like, he's very weird the way he is talking.
I mean, aren't they all?
I mean, I don't know what I expected.
Right.
But he wants us to have a calf suck our toes, basically. But in his messages, he's like, I need you to send me a preview of it first to make sure it's what I want. Just a little preview. I'm like, before payment?
Yeah.
I don't think so, sir. That's not how it works.
No.
So, again, disappointed. We're here to give you all the Feet Finder updates.
Yeah, like you texted me that week and you're like, look, I need you to hop on and discuss things with this guy because it is weird and I don't know what to do. And then I was like, Courtney, I can't. I've got too many things going on. Like, I don't have time for this guy. And you're like, yeah, me either. And so I guess the point I'm trying to make, guys, is I think you can make money on Feet Finder. If you got pretty feet and you want to make some extra dollar bills, get on Feet Finder. But just know that you have to be consistent. You have to be willing to like talk to people, put in the work. And like, I barely have time to message people back on Instagram. Like, I can't with this guy and all his requests, you know?
Yeah. I was like, look at us. I'm like texting you about this. I'm like, look at us just talking business talk over feet pics.
Business talk.
It's not even real. He's trying to get free feet pics and then sell it on the dark web without paying us. What a disappointment.
You know what really I don't understand about the whole feet finder thing and how it works is because there's so many feet pics already on the internet. Like, just Google foot once. Like, what more do you want? I don't get it. There's feet everywhere. Go sit in a park in the summer and you'll see feet just walking by left and right.
Maybe they just want that custom shot. I don't know.
Yes. He did mention, he really wanted the heel involved. You know, I always assumed that they were into the toes. But there's a lot of heel action, it seems like.
They want the full foot.
Yeah, they like an arch, seems like. Wow.
What's your what you ought to know?
Good question. I don't know. I mean, I guess I was going to talk about the book, and I already did that. So here's what I want you to do. Everybody listening, open up Google, and I want you to Google, what you're going to type in is Florida man, and following that, your birth date, and then tell me what comes up. What's yours?
Florida man threatens to destroy everyone with army of turtles.
What?
Thomas Lane was arrested in Florida after causing disturbances at several local businesses. He allegedly threatened to destroy people with an army of turtles.
Does he already have the army of turtles, or he was still working on putting that together?
I don't know. I'm trying to read. Told 911 dispatchers they would be sorry for messing with the saint. I don't know what that means.
Is it the Ninja Turtles? Like, what kind of army does he have?
No, just real turtles.
Mine is titled The Barefoot Biker. On August 22nd, a Florida man took a cruise down I-95 on his motorcycle, shirtless, barefoot, and steering his motorcycle with his feet. He wasn't caught by police, but thanks to technology, we got video. Ha! Look at that. He's just like relaxing on this motorcycle, driving it with his feet. Doesn't seem safe at all. It just, Florida always has some wild news stories, though. They're crazy down there.
Is something in the water? I think they're a different breed down there.
They are.
And I like it.
They do too. Weirdos.
Keep it coming. Keep the ridiculous news stories coming.
Keep it coming. I don't know what else I want people to know. I guess I want people to know, like we talked about, share your story one way or another. It's important. Talk to people, have conversations, blast your shit on the internet, write a book, like whatever it is you want to do. Put yourself out there. If you want to write a book, I would like to tell you it's not that hard. Anybody can write a book. You can do it.
You did that so fast.
I did. And I think that's what I'm struggling with is, again, that imposter syndrome. Because Tom is like, you just like wrote a book, like a children's book. Like, how did you think of these words and make it rhyme and like come up with a storyline? And to me, that felt so easy. And so like, but that's the way it should be, right? Like the gifts or the things we have or enjoy, like it should come easy. It should be free flowing. But also because it's so easy, it makes me feel like, meh, it's not that big of a deal. Anybody can write a book. I don't know. Anybody can write a book, can't they? You just have to find a publisher. That was like the hardest part for me.
I don't think everyone can write a book. I think you are just naturally very creative.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I just hope it goes well. I'm excited to get it out into people's hands. It's based upon my favorite cow, Judy, who is just quite the gal. I don't know. It's fun. And I'm definitely going to do a second one eventually, maybe around Christmas time. But we just got to get this one out, have some fun with it.
Should we mount Judy when it's her?
Well, she's dead. She's long gone.
Oh, she's dead?
Yeah, she died years ago. Yeah,
second book.
Very dead.
The Death of Judy.
That would not be a good children's book. I don't know. My friend Jill was telling me, she's like, well, I got an idea for your second book. And she's like, how about a different breed of cow enters the pen? And I was like, funny you should say that, because I was thinking for the second book, because like the first one, it's all about animals, but teaching kids how to like handle tough situations, friendship, life, etc. So I thought in the second book, it could be like, when you get a new kid in the class and it kind of stirs things up. Cows are the same way. If you put a new cow in their pen, it stirs things up. They got to figure out who's the boss cow, and everybody's kind of ornery for a little while and figuring it out. And the same could be true of like, having a kid in the class. And then if you put in, a different, like a brown Swiss comes to town, like that could kind of teach kids about different cultures or how to handle someone that's like not only acts different than us, but also looks different than us. I don't know. Maybe that's too deep, but
I think you're onto something.
there's something there. There's something there. So, well, with that, Courtney, let's get out of here. I got shit to do.
I got stuff to do outside. I've got a blowtorch and I'm ready to use it.
What are you going to do with it?
I don't know how to use it yet, but I'm going to figure it out.
What are you blowtorching?
I've got all this landscape fabric. I got to torch holes into it so I can like drop my starter plants in.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, it cauterizes it too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't unravel, and get pieces all over.
Golly. This is life-changing. You're very smart.
You're welcome.
I'm probably going to go to Menards to get some stuff for my garden, and we've got some other home reno projects going on. But I need like an emotional support buddy when I go to Menards. It's very overwhelming. There's so
I want to
many
go to Menards today too.
Do you like to go by yourself? I don't. Because I'm like, what if I'm carrying too many things? I need a second cart. You got to go with another person. What if I have a question or I need an opinion? I don't know. It's overwhelming by myself.
I wish we were closer and I would go with you.
Hell yeah. I'm also worried about going because I know the garden center is going to be open and it's too early to buy plants. It's only.
That's why I want to go. I want to
know.
buy all the plants and put them in the ground too early and then get mad.
Die.
Well.
Right. I know.
I do it every time. Can't stop me.
Yeah, it's only April something right now. Even May 1st sometimes is too early to start putting stuff in the ground.
I don't care. I do it anyways.
Well, we'll see how this summer goes. Something will grow. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right. Get out of here for real this time.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a day.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us today.
If you had as much fun as we did, would you do us a favor and share this episode with a friend?
Speaking of friends, can we all be friends over on the Instagram? You can find me at @modfarmchick.
And me at Mrs. Green Pastures Cattle.
See you next week, guys.